My name is Christopher Young, and this is my life. So I was born in a small town in Northern California, almost on the Oregon border, named Crescent City. I played high school football. I was the president of my class. I was destined to go to college and do great things. So I ended up heading down south and moved south a little bit more, a little bit more. Eventually I ended up in Sacramento, California, where I went to law school and I met my beautiful wife, Diane. Now that you've met me, come on inside. Let's meet my family. This is my family. So here we have my beautiful wife, Diane, wife of 8 years now, and my son, Alfonso, who's 4, and my daughter, Sophia, who just turned 3. Now the good thing about these kids, well, Al can snap. That's a recent, that's a recent trait. But the beautiful thing about these kids is that I can always get them to laugh because they are both extremely ticklish. Unfortunately, I didn't see a future in football for myself, so I moved on to college and education. But I still enjoy to play flag football on Sundays. In fact, I'm in a league. We play and made it 1 game away from the championship here. So I thought I'd throw the ball around with my good buddy who's also in my league, Preston Bynes. These are all my kids' friends, all right? And we would play a little bit of basketball, right, guys? Yeah. All right, let's see you guys shoot a little bit. This is my beautiful dog, Chesty. She's kind of the Marine Corps mascot. Over here, Mama. She's kind of the Marine Corps. She's as much of a problem as she is a help.
Oh, no, she doesn't need to be here. Why is she here? You're in Preston. Where are the shoes inside?
We got some kebabs we're doing. We're trying to stay healthy, so we're going to throw some vegetables in there with the red meat, you know. We got some of the friends and neighbors over. My sister-in-law and my mother-in-law.
Kevin, Russell, and they know each other. So
right.
So he was our 8th. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm not down.
So I joined the Marine Corps, and actually I joined in 1994, and it was a long process, but I came into the Marine Corps to become a judge advocate, and I attained that. I joined the Marine Corps for 2 reasons. 1, I wanted to serve my country, and 2, I wanted a challenge, and I knew the Marine Corps would provide that challenge, and so I took it on. People frequently ask me, for instance, what did you think about going to Iraq, or what did you learn from it? And I can remember one particular time when I was paying claims in the government center in Ramadi. It's a very dangerous place, and a little boy and his father came in, and we paid them a couple $100, and we gave that little boy a bag of candy and a soccer ball. And as soon as we finished paying the claim, you could hear the guns, you know, and the machine gun chatter going on outside. And I thought to myself as I looked at this little boy, he had to be within 6 months of the same age as my own son. And I thought, if there's one thing that we're doing here, hopefully it's giving that little boy the same chance that my son has, and that one day this country will have the same freedoms that we enjoy. Don't ever forget, you live in the best country in the world. Hey Mike, how can I help you?
Well, first I wanted to let you know that some good news. My wife and I are expecting a baby.
Hey, that's wonderful.
So I'm going to be coming to you for some fatherly advice as that time approaches.
Well, I think that's great. You know, I really do have one piece of advice for you, and I think that one thing that all parents should know, especially fathers, is that, Mike, there's 2 of you going into that room and 3 of you coming out. So just keep that in mind, because it's quite a life changer.
You got that right.
Okay. Hey, good job, Mike, and thanks for coming in, and tell your wife again, congratulations.
You bet. Thank you very much.
He's got a tax lien as well as other creditors, and he wanted to know if the IRS has priority over his other creditors. Do they have some kind of priority if he were to file bankruptcy? Right, they do. When you file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, the trustee is going to collect all assets. So they're going to, you're going to be able to exempt certain things like, a small personal auto, your clothes, your home furnishings, things like that. Everything else, for instance, if you had equity in your home, a large amount of equity in your home, if you had a huge jewelry collection, all that's going to get pushed into the estate. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've patiently waited through 4 weeks of testimony, and you may think that this case is just about Barry Bonds doing steroids. But that's not at all what this case is about. It's not about the fact that he hit 73 home runs in 2006, meanwhile lying to the American public,
It's not about the fact that he had the media and the newspaper and everybody believing that he was a great baseball player. It's not the fact that he had my 4-year-old son believing that he was the greatest baseball player of all time. It's about the fact that Barry Lamar Bonds, like anyone else in our public, took this stand, raised his right hand, promised to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And in front of 12 people, just like you, he looked him in the eye and he lied. The penalty of perjury, ladies and gentlemen, that is what this case is about, and that is why Mr. Bonds is guilty.